What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see right here behind me, my 2006 F250 that we just finished putting, well, I wouldn't say finished because obviously we haven't put the rear on just yet, but we've got 10 inches of lift in the front so far. We still have to do 7 or 8-ish. I'm not sure what it's going to end up being in the rear to get it to set level, or maybe about an inch lower in the rear than the front. But I wanted to make this video and give you all a little update on the truck, and also go over some humongous news that I've got to tell you all about the channel and about the truck and about a sponsorship that I just now got for the channel. So if any of y'all have been watching the channel, or if you've seen my channel before, you know that we installed some double row white wheel lights, and they were made by DB Automotive. Popping up on the screen right now, this is their Instagram. Go ahead and go give these guys a follow. They hooked me up with a full ride sponsorship, so we're going to be doing a rock light install as well, and getting rid of these cheap Amazon rock lights that are on the truck right now. So go ahead and go check that video out as well. It will be linked in the description below, and it's on my channel. It's a dual row super bright white LED wheel lights. I'll pop a picture now of what they look like on the truck. So the owner reached out to me after he had seen my YouTube video of the dual row super bright white LED wheel light install video that I had done. So we will be doing an install video on these, and in this case they are the RGBW, meaning they have all of the color combinations, and they also have a true bright white. If colored lighting isn't your taste, but you still want the option, this is going to be perfect for you, because this does still have a true bright white, and just one of these pods is just as bright as 2 of the Amazon rock light pods that I already have underneath the truck. So we're going with a 12 piece, so we will be installing this 12 piece and showing you how. These are completely plug and play. So the DB Automotive 12 piece rock light set, you can get anywhere from 4 to 20 to 24 to 40, however many you want to buy, and it's completely plug and play. So you'll see that in a future video. I just wanted to go ahead and talk about my sponsorship that we got here. Big shout out to DB Automotive. So Dallas, if you're watching this video, thanks man. I really enjoyed talking to you the other night and getting this sponsorship going. I can't wait to make a video on installing these rock lights and giving them a try and testing them out and seeing what I think about them and what the whole channel thinks about them. Just make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, because that video will be coming out very, very soon. As soon as I get the front lift finished up, I'm going to start on the rear and get the rear lift finished up. We've got powder coated leaf springs and U-bolts and different shocks, and we still have to do a video on polishing the Fox shocks that I've got for the truck. So we've got a couple more videos ahead of that before the rock light install video comes out, but I still wanted to give a humongous shout out to DB Automotive and hook them up with a little video right here and let you all know that we will be doing a rock light install video. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for that if that's something that you all are interested in. But enough about the rock light install. We're going to go ahead and go over some updates and some PMF suspension parts that we have put on the truck to acquire 10-inch lift, and go over exactly what all is on my truck to get it to 10 inches of lift. And like I said, it's not fully complete just yet. Everything's just loosely on here. We still have to do quite a bit to the front to get it drivable. So first thing that I want to start out with is the lift coils. These are 8.5 inch overstock lift coils made by Skyjacker. 8.5 inches of lift on the coils. And then there is a Rough Country 1.5 inch leveling kit on the bottom. All of that is powder coated cherry illusion, or illusion cherry, whatever it is. So that is how we got the amount of lift, the 10 inches of lift, instead of doing like a coil over or a 6-inch lift puck with stacked leveling kits or anything like that. So it is just a 8.5 inch Skyjacker lift coil with a 1.5 inch Rough Country leveling kit on the bottom. So obviously whenever you do 10 inches of lift over stock, you're going to have to do something with your radius arm or 4-link setup. in order to correct all of your caster and center your axle perfectly center on the truck. So that's where Proform Fabrication out of Tennessee hooked it up with a 4-link kit. Don't pay attention to any of the wires and stuff hanging down. Like I said, I'm just making a quick update video just to give you all some content. So this is a Proform Fabrication 4-link, fully adjustable from 10 to 12. It will work and fit those lift ranges and keep the axle centered. So this 4-link is set up to give the axle 5 degrees of caster to keep the ride super smooth. So once again, that is the Proform Fabrication 4-link setup for 10 to 12 inches of lift. So keep those coils riding nice and perfectly straight, no slinky or anything like that. Next up is going to be your track bar to center your axle underneath your truck. Obviously, at 10 inches of lift, your factory track bar is not going to do it anymore, and the rough country track bar only goes up to 8.5 inches of lift, which is what I was running before when the truck had 7 inches of lift. So we went with the super heavy duty, and this still has to be powder coated. I actually had a little mishap with PMF suspension. They ended up sending me the wrong track bar bracket, and Single Shot had already powder coated the old one, so they had to overnight me this one, and I put this one on the truck just to get it moved off of my concrete pad, because we're supposed to be starting building the garage this coming week, so I needed to get the truck off the pad. So this is a fully fabricated drop track bar bracket, super thick stuff. Of course, coming from PMF, all of the welds are absolutely perfect, and you've got the eagle there on the front. Now this whole kit came with a track bar with a humongous, I think it's 1.25" Heim on the end, and then it has the ballistic joint on the other end. Don't pay attention to any of the fingerprints. Like I said, we just now got the truck together. Still got to clean and ceramic coat all of the suspension, repaint the axle, repaint the frame, all kinds of stuff. Still have to take this back off and have it powder coated. So getting back to what I was saying, you're gonna have your track bar bracket in the kit. You're gonna have your track bar tube, and that is actually a threaded, there's no threaded insert. It's actually a threaded piece of tubing, so you don't have to worry about any bungs or any weld-in bungs or anything like that. It's completely bolt-on, just screw it all together and bolt it on the truck. So that's super nice. Now when doing this track bar, you do have to press out the factory ball joint that's on this end of the track bar, and that gets replaced with a bolt. So then that completely goes down through here, and there is a sleeve that you press into the axle where the ball joint used to be that creates this to have a 3/4 inch mounting hole for this bolt to go down through here. So with that track bar kit, it also comes with a drop down Pitman Arm, or a lowered Pitman Arm, whatever you want to call it, and that will connect to your factory drag link. But in this case, from where I built a Heim steering setup, and on the Pitman Arm and on the knuckles, you have to drill them out to 1 inch, which I'll pop a picture right now. So you drill those out to 1 inch, and then your step after that is going to be taking some, I want to say it was 1 inch 120 wall, I think is what it ends up being. Anyway, it's 1 inch diameter tubing with a 3/4 inside diameter, so then it will accept a 3/4 bolt, and you want to weld around that and then smooth it down flat. And I have done that on the knuckles, both sides, to accept a 3/4 bolt, and then you have to do that to the Pitman Arm as well. So that's kind of how the Heim steering kit works that I built. And it is completely mocked off of just factory steering. So this is just a factory length, drag link pretty much, with the drop down Pitman Arm from PMF, and then you've got your tie rod bar, of course. And being at 10 inches of lift, you don't really need a high steer knuckle or anything, because as you can see, the angles are not steep or anything at all. and you literally can't even see my track bar hardly because the angles are so perfect. So you've got that. And then we also still have the dual steering stabilizer to install on the front of the truck. And here's another look at that Overkill Fab grill for these trucks, 05 through 07. So if you want a grill just like this, hit up Overkill Fab, send them a picture of my truck or mention my name, and they can get you hooked up with a grill exactly like mine. If you have any questions on the Heim steering or the PMF track bar, fabricated track bar bracket, so I think they have 2 or 3 different track bars. You can get the one like I have with the fabricated track bar bracket and the big joint and all the Heims and whatever. That's like the top of the line one. And then I think they have one that uses the factory track bar mount or something like that, or maybe, I don't know, you have to get on PMF's website and just check out whatever you want for your truck. But if you have any questions over anything that you've seen in this video, you can comment below. I try to respond to all the comments. I usually get to every single one of them. And if I don't comment back, don't forget you can message me on Instagram anytime. It's at Justin Hawk Smith on Instagram. So feel free to message me on there. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. But I just wanted to update you all on the very first sponsorship. Also, again, humongous shout out to DB Automotive for hooking it up with the RGBW rock light set. So be looking forward to that video. If you would give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell, I would really appreciate it. But enough talking, I'm gonna get out of here. So I will see you in the next video. Peace.